Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. Now, if you haven't checked out my previous video yet, make sure you go ahead and watch that first. It is about the Great Reset that was just posted by the IMF, but it's such important info that I want you guys to check it out first before watching this video. So make sure you quickly press that. But if you have already watched it, make sure you watch this video all the way through because we got some crazy articles coming up again. It's been a really good day for crypto in terms of articles and in terms of news and just general community as well. It's been great. And again, if you are enjoying these episodes as well, make sure you show your support by pressing the like button and subscribing. And the question of today is, have you told any relatives or any close friends about your investments in crypto? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section down below, and let's get into today's video. Ripple and Money Match offer free remittance services to India. I just wanted to quickly point out again that there's a lot of companies that working with Ripple here that are offering free or discounted services, but these were just two of the companies, Money Match and XenPay, that I could quickly find. All right, if you look across the internet, I actually saw a couple of other ones that are also doing this, that are servicing or at least offering some cheaper alternatives right now, or some cheaper services because of the whole pandemic, and I just wanted to quickly put that straight. Then second of all, XRP check feature may service soon. Now this was something crazy because I didn't know exactly what they were talking about. Now, of course, the XP ledger is constantly evolving, constantly doing great things, and we also know they have a voting mechanism in place that we talked about a little bit earlier when we were discussing deletable accounts. Many new features have found their way into the system this way with the voting process, and one of the amendments that has been around for a very long time but has not yet reached its capacity or a majority vote is checks. Introduced with the 090 feature or release in February of 2018, it might finally see the light of day, as a UNL validator removed a veto, bringing it only one vote away from the majority. Alloy Networks posted on Twitter today, I will be removing my veto for the checks amendment today. With that, it will be one short of majority. And again, that's talking about for Ripple. Alloy just took away their veto, and thus it's now possible. A compliance move. The checks amendment is an implementation similar to the paper checks and works with both XRP and any other issued currency on the XRP ledger, and lets users of the network exchange funds asynchronously, a process familiar to and accepted by the financial industry. As an example, accounts can choose to strictly reject any incoming funds from transactions sent by unauthorized accounts, but use checks as an easy way to accept payments and choose to claim or reject at their discretion. This can help in compliance where an entity needs to know the source of funds received. And I don't know completely what I think of this. There must be a pretty good reason why they declined this. I think again because with this check system, we might be getting another step closer to, looking like a centralized system. With so many of these simple and easy features, you're just making it too simple for the people. Maybe that's why. Maybe they just want it to be difficult and vague. They don't want people to understand the whole space. Because for some stores, I definitely could understand where it will be difficult if, for example, they were all of a sudden to receive, a $1 million, now let's put it less. Let's do, $1,000 XRPs, just transactions. If they were to receive it, and this is a $1 billion store we're talking about, what would they do with the money, right? Are they just going to accept it and claim it like it's theirs, or should they reject that because, it's not rightful money because maybe it was stolen, maybe it was, something was done to it, maybe it was just sent poorly. And at least that's how I look at this whole checking system, that at that point they get the chance to kind of reject it. That's something I could think it would be useful for. But for the rest, I don't really think there's such a big debate needed, unless some of you guys can actually point me into direction to think about, because I don't know exactly where this will be a bad idea or a good idea either. I really would not use it, I don't think, so I don't really know why. But you guys need to let me know if you have any strong felt opinions on it so I can share it with the rest. Baba Cugs just posted on Twitter, It took 4 days to bring the USA to its knees. It will take a split second for XRP. Stop thinking you know, enjoy the show. And I find it pretty interesting as well, guys, that there is a freaking ton going on right now, man. Honest, all right? Honest to y'all. There's a ton going on right now, and Einstein here is also one of the guys that's been telling me for a very long time here that something bigger is at play, and I should be worried and watching out, right? He's told me about this, like, I don't know, but weeks, maybe not, maybe even months ago already. He told me, man, watch out, watch what's going to happen. And I find it really crazy that a lot of the stuff that people have been telling me is also now kind of becoming a reality, right? And that's also something I think about concerning XRP as well. Some of the bigger theories, some of the crazier theories, I'm starting to look at them with a little bit more legitimacy now, with some more attention, because who would have predicted now that all the events that have happened in 2020 thus far, right? Who would have predicted all of that? Not that many, and it all seems so vague up front. In hindsight, it all looks normal, of course, but that's the same for a lot of those theories. They all look so stupid up front, but maybe some of them are less stupid than I anticipated upon. So that's, again, something for my personal thing. I'm going to be considering a lot more theories from now on forward, just to make sure that I don't rule out one prematurely. I want to check it all out to the core to notice if there's something in it. All right. Reborn13 just posted on Twitter, in the last 24 hours, 1.2 billion XRP has transferred wallets. 1,190 million. Nothing to see here. And yeah, that's just interesting. That's interesting. He actually made it 1.9 billion at the end here because some more money was being sent around. I actually didn't check too far into all of the transactions. I think that's pretty simple to do though, by just pressing this right here, seeing if anybody said anything about it. No. Banco Brazil. South Korean exchange. Right? There's a couple of things that could be going on here that could be a play. There's no wallet recognized, no account recognized, only that the sender is BitThumb, but the receiver is an unknown wallet. So it's maybe a whale just, getting his money off of the exchange, which would mean he would be holding from this point on forward, or, maybe somebody wants to send money over another way. Here is from sender to receiver, but without any authority or without anybody who knows. He is saying, again, it's BitThumb. This could be that it's another BitThumb address. I don't really know, but why is somebody getting so much money off that exchange, right? Or is it their wallet that they're also taking it to? Maybe they're opening a new wallet, right? Maybe a new cold one. I don't know. But I'm wondering, because that's a frick ton of money we're talking about here, guys. 2 billion XRP. That's a big deal. That's a big thing. All right, Lord Lionel also just posted on Twitter, and I'm just going to leave this here because I think it's pretty cool, but he says ISO 20022, Ripple listed, Stellar not listed, IBM not listed, R3 not listed, Ethereum not listed, only XRP is part of the ISO 20022 project. So why is the hype for XLM and Ethereum so big, right? Or why hype those projects? Now, from my personal perspective, I get why people go for Ethereum, right? It's completely different to XRP. XLM, on the other hand, is quite similar, right? In terms of what they got, in terms of tech. They got a lot of similarities, and I could see them as competitors to a certain degree. Also, I would not, point them out to be literal competitors. Roses on the Moon also states this: Ethereum for many other reasons. Too many people thinking they have to choose between both of them, but don't realize they have two different main use cases. And that's something I want to agree with here as well. Ethereum is a platform, so really most of what it does is being a platform. That's what it's good at. That's what people buy it for. That's what it's popular for. XRP is a payment token as of this point. People use it to transact with. People use it to, I guess, speculate with as well. But mainly, it's just because it's one of the cheapest, simplest ways to get money across the world. And thus, why hype Ethereum? Well, because there's a lot of different games on there. There's a lot of different things you can hold on there. There's a lot of different reasons to have it. So yeah, that's just my own 2 cents on that part. And then last but not least, something really cool I noticed as well. China is developing its own currency, and that's bullish for Bitcoin. Now, this article made me think about why you will be bullish about Bitcoin because China is building their own crypto. I went over it previously, but I have to reevaluate every single time. And one of the things I noticed is that it's actually pretty good for Bitcoin because it shows that there is a necessity for it, right? It's pretty good for XRP because it's talking about CBDCs, and we've all seen that through XRP, CBDCs can transact with each other, so that's also quite good. It's also good to see that everybody wants to go digital, and thus the whole idea of Bitcoin is really the future. All those things combine a little bit with, of course, a lot of the different theories about, for example, 5G and a lot of this conspiracy type of stuff and government conspiracy type of stuff. It's all pointing towards a kind of a theme, and that is that everything's going to be digital, and you better prepare your ass for it. China's preparing here. They want to be first. And if China is putting their ass on the line to get that currency out there, the US is not going to be far behind. And if the US is not going to be far behind, most likely Europe is not going to be far behind that. And thus, once they all get the ball rolling, we're going to be seeing CBDCs everywhere. And hopefully, with a little bit of luck, Ripple as a midst to connect all these CBDCs to each other and get a really great rails going. That's just a theory, but it's something to think about. It's something to consider, at least in my personal opinion. Also, thinking about something else, if China does get their digital currency out there, you know how many people are going to get that? You know how many people are going to be thinking about it? Like, oh, I got my digital yuan, right? What else is there digital? And they're going to be looking at crypto. Most likely a lot of people. Most likely a lot of people. And something else that he's saying right here, the fact that central banks are looking into digital currencies is bullish for Bitcoin, said King, editor of Automatic Fortunes. It offers an alternative to out-of-control central bank printing. A digital fiat currency is also going to make it easier to buy Bitcoin, which is another point that I didn't just bring up, but is actually very important for all of this as well. Right now, one of the biggest issues with crypto is that it's not simple to buy. It's actually very, very difficult to get yourself across the first border of getting yourself a wallet, getting yourself acquainted with the buying process, getting yourself acquainted with safety and all of that. Once people get used to digital assets and digital yuan and all those things, digital fiat, I think that boundary is going to be eased in a little bit because people are already kind of used to having their money online and having to do everything with it online. But yeah, that's just my personal theory about it all. I think you guys will agree with me on that one, but we'll see. That was it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe because I'll see you guys again in another crypto video soon here. Today has been a really, really crazy and intriguing day for crypto, man. Gotta be honest with you. Thank you all for watching. See you guys again.